Move the camera, so symbolic.
You come to the wrong side of town, boy.
Oh, son of a bitch. What the hell is this shit?
You ever seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
What in hell you doing here, boy?
Why didn't they tie him
What
up?
are you talking about? What am I doing here? These pig-smelling idiots drugged and dragged me here. That's what I'm doing here.
That's what you should do, smartass. Insult the people who kidnapped you with a tranquilizer dart.
Sent me up here to shoot the local indigenous vermin. Oh, look. I found you all.
Great. 2. No food. They send us 2 goddamn reporters.
Whoa, wait. Vic? Was Vic here?
She
Up.
with you?
Clipping in
Not really, but
his little shirt there.
Professor.
I'm kind of used to it by now.
Theoretically,
It's just one of those things, like,
Listen.
the sky's blue today. Oh, nice.
Honest people here.
You know, something's clipping through Flick's shirt. It's just, oh, okay, whatever.
Now we're soldiers. Frank. World ain't the same place. You wanna stay
No,
here,
it's
man?
basically the same place it was in Dead Rising 1. You know, zombies, military, conspiracies. It's about the same.
Except this time, you're killing more military people than you are
Shared our
zombies.
supplies with her. Then she wasn't nothing but questions. All about our raids on these military assholes. What, where, how many weapons we got. I thought she wanted in.
Congratulations.
Thought
You
she
played
wanted
yourself.
in. Now my raiders are out there pinned down in a goddamn ambush because they knew that we was coming.
Okay, I get the problem. I can deal with Vic, all right? But I need something from you in return.
Don't everyone?
Your love. He just goes in for a kiss.
I need into that.
It almost looked like he was about to.
These people are up to something, okay? I need to find out what it is.
Well, Frank, only one who might know her way into that dam is my engineer Hammond. She was leading that raid. The one that your little buddy sold us upriver on.
Listen, I'm your best option, okay? Let me go and deal with this.
How primitive is Willamette, where as soon as the government takes over and zombies happen, within, like, a couple days, they're already going back to, like, brass tacks and,
But hey,
you know...
don't fuck this up.
Well, those mountain villages in Colorado, they're probably ready for this kind of shit.
Well, that's a good point.
Give him
Been waiting for society to fall. It's like, alright, finally, bust out the canned goods!
Welcome back to Dead Rising 4.
West.
God, just knock everything over, why don't you?
You better burn that picture, boy!
We gotta help our people.
You know, in an alternate universe, this is Jack
Piss me
Baker.
off, West.
You grab a piece of paper, you reach level 29. Okay.
What's this?
The Bon Bomb! Okay, that's clever.
The good bomb?
Yeah. A good bomb.
Because it's Bon, you know. Yeah.
Tron Bon?
Now that would have been a reference for the ages.
Oh no. Oh wait, hold on. Going through the memory banks. No. Flickwix does not get a Tron Bon outfit.
Ah.
Thank God. I don't even think the Servbot helmet's in this game. Hold on. Thinking. Nah, I don't know, and I really don't care.
Frank West is back, baby. He's so back.
He can't remember the recipe that was just given to him.
It's not the same face, not the same guy, not the same actor, not the same attitude, and all of the things that made him famous are gone, but he's back, baby.
You know, I would have bought the game immediately had they said that in the advertisements. Like, I know it still would have been betrayal, but at least they would have been honest.
They stabbed me in the front, not in the back.
Right. Like, if you're telling me up front that this game is shit, I'll have a little more respect for you. I'm probably not going to buy it till it goes down in price, but at least I didn't get tricked.
All right. All right.
I'm
What's
half
the story?
expecting you to just
Hammond
chop
dropped
his
you
people in
version of
half.
the
I'm
Willamette
just
Junior High.
waiting
Obscurus
for
has
it.
them pinned
Give it
down.
time.
No shots fired.
Knowing zombie stories, the place with
Why are
the,
you guys poking
nice farmhouse community where everybody lives in harmony,
Tom wants to send
almost guaranteed a zombie's gonna get in and the whole place goes to shit.
She can't hold out for long. You better get up there fast or else Tom will want to poke you next. You hear me?
Right.
Ew.
The junior high. I'm on my way. Tom can keep his pokers to himself, thanks.
Ew!
That's basically all he does is he just ties you up, goes up, and just, like, pokes your beer gut.
With what?
I don't know. Hot poker? A finger?
I'll take that over what I was thinking.
A dick? I don't know.
Ah, no!
Everyone.
Leela. Leela. Darling.
Questions are really dry.
Leela, my dear. Darling. Honey.
No!
Miss.
Oh
it's-
no! Imagine being perpetually stuck there. Oh no!
These are the brain children we're working with here, huh?
Well, I mean, you heard how they speak, so maybe education was kind of the back seat, you know?
Well, that accent's not really an indicator of intelligence, but
Well, no, it's the stereotype. I was more
their
going
intelligence is certainly artificial, I'll tell you that much.
for. That's some good AI you got there. Oh, another Suckmaster. Sweet.
As in, I look him trying to find a path, I'm like, hey,
You know, I have always been a firm believer that game development is probably one of the most, like, grueling tasks on this planet.
Oh, sure.
It is so goddamn difficult, and I actually have, some coding experience. Not a lot, and I made a text-based game that was immediately broken, but I know how difficult it can be. Like, some of this stuff could probably be fixed with one line of code. Like, they pull an alien colonial marine.
I mean, I've worked with RPG Maker 2000, that's about the extent of my game developer knowledge, but it's also not a matter... It's not just code it this way so that way it works, code it this way so that way it feels real.
Yeah.
That's very difficult to do.
Yeah, like, if you're taking a look at some of your more high-end AAA games, like, let's go back to Death Stranding. That had to have been a programming nightmare.
That's why it took 4 years to make it.
Yeah, exactly. Gaming and creation takes time. And, unfortunately, Capcom Vancouver got the shaft when it came to this game, because as soon as Capcom saw what they were doing with their proposed Dead Rising remake, aka turn it into The Last of Us, Capcom shut them down, basically.
Yeah.
They said, this sucks, half your team is fired, give us the product we asked for.
I'm dealing with something.
So just imagine 6 months of work going down the drain, and having to rework everything in a strict time limit.
Well, that's the thing, sometimes getting rid of everything and starting fresh is the best move. Remember the infamous Earthbound story from Iwata?
Yes.
He came down and said, we can get it done in 6 months if we start over, or it'll take 2 more years if we keep going.
Right. Start from scratch, do it over. But, unfortunately, with time crunches, like when your investors say jump, you say how high and off what, sir? So, unfortunately, we're talking like 3 levels of screwed here in the story of Dead Rising 4.
So this kind of had a bullet in the foot before it hit the starting line, didn't it?
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. And, this is still Capcom Vancouver trying to stay in the good graces of the higher-ups back in Japan. Because there were a lot of things that were rejected outright for Dead Rising 3. And the only reason this project got off the ground is because they told their Japan masters remake of Dead Rising 1. And they were like, oh, sweet, cool. Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Then they changed everything, and then, wait, it's not that... What that is? What the hell is that?
Wow, what did you just give us? Hey, this sucks. No.
Sure. All yours.
And, man, I don't even want to blame people, because, you know, you always hear these stories about passionate game designers, and they're like, oh, I had all these amazing ideas, and I put them together, and then I wasn't able to use them. And those are the stories you hate to hear about, but it's a sad truth that happens every single day.
I bet they thought they were making, like, you know, the Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snakes to Dead Rising, but it turned out to be the 13 remake.
Hey, good choice.
Yeah, I don't feel as bad, because looking in interviews where they're lying directly to people's faces about how good this game is, and I actually did watch a couple more interviews just to kind of reaccolate myself to this. When they explained why they took out the time limit, their explanation was, well, gamers just love killing zombies, and we wanted to give them more time to do that.
But why get rid of the time limit then? Just increase the time limit then. Or maybe have a difficulty slider, you know.
Have a mode starting out where there is no timer. Have it be optional.
Yeah.
I would have been happy with that. Like, Dead Rising 3 gave you 5 days to fuck around. And that fixed almost everybody's problems.
Hang on, engineer.
Just... There's so many just small decisions that could have fixed all of my complaints. Literally all of my complaints. And they didn't. Because unfortunately, they thought they were making God's work.
Nowhere near.
No.
Near.
No, because now, look at that, we're shooting more dudes.
With regular guns.
With regular guns. I mean, the combo weapon I picked up in the safe house is really hilarious.
And he's reacting like I dropped an ice cube down his shirt.
Ah, cold! No, the combo weapon I just picked up, is literally just broken ornaments with tape on them. It's a Home Alone trap. And I'm using it to punch dudes. That's hilarious.
Clearly what we think is funny and what the game thinks is funny are two different funnies.
Well, every time I mention that something isn't funny, I always get the immediate response that humor is subjective. There is a fine line on what is, like, legitimately funny versus what you think is funny. There are definitely jokes in here that fall so flat, and you can't convince me that that part is subjective, because when a joke sucks, a joke fucking sucks.
So let's be clear. There weren't very many funny bits in Dead Rising 1. Like no one's cracking wise, no one's making jokes left and right.
No.
A lot of the fun comes from what you end up doing yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you got the psychopaths, but, you know, hey.
The psychopaths just put a smile on my face because it's so fucking weird to see just, like, a grocery store owner lose his shit. Or, like, a clown who literally went mad with laughter and started killing people instead of making them happy. That's hilarious.
It's what makes them psychopathic!
Like, some of those psychopath stories are fucking, terrifying. Like, the cop that just, like, ties up a bunch of helpless girls. That's fucking horrifying. You can't make a joke about that. And it wasn't. They weren't jokes.
I mean, yeah, there's a cop that's tying up women and hurting them. That's awful. But then you hit her with, like, I don't know, a ham sandwich or whatever. That makes it funny. You make your own oh my god.
Make sure that gets bandaged. Alright, so you can handle yourself.
I'm making myself depressed. I'm glad this episode's short.
Oh god, he just said the wars bit.
Yeah, he did. And she actually called him out, which, thank god, people have brains in this game, and they call his shit out.
We're on the side of the dam. There's a service door. That should get you in.
How'd you get the keys to the city?
Also, be prepared for an amazing protagonist moment. We're about to get one right here.
Memorized.
Huh. And you're just gonna give these to me?
Okay, fine. Shh, takes him back.
I talked to Vic. She said you were around for the first outbreak.
Yeah. Yeah, I was. What else did she say?
Well,
Probably that you're an asshole.
Right. Well, on that note,
Oh, hey, hold up. My guys have taken a hit. They need a ride back to Tom.
Yeah, sorry. Wish I could. Got things to do.
Wow.
Huh. He really is an asshole.
Thank you.
Yes, our beloved Flick Wicks, who's back, by the way, is an asshole.
Oh, good.
Imagine that. Hey, M. Bison is today's Capcom hero. You get that for getting 15 Capcom stars. Yay.
So he takes a dump in a toilet, or as it's known in Britain, he shataloo.
God! How the hell did you do that?
The magician never reveals his secrets.
Away with you!
I'm so glad I have you as my co-host. I'm so glad. Alright, so this is basically like everything else, and you know, we talked about voice actors 2 episodes ago, and I gotta give it to Ty Olsson here. They gave him the direct... He probably is a big fan of Street Fighter, because he nails the delivery of every single Street Fighter character he is. Like that right there, that's pretty good. That's a good M. Bison.
Yeah, you tell him to be a Street Fighter character, he'd be like, okay, I'll do my best. But you tell him to be, alright, be this mismatch of personalities and this blank slate hero that we want to make, who's like Frank West, but not quite Frank West, but, you know, I don't think they gave him anything to work with.
No, and that's the unfortunate thing. When you have a badly written character that gives an actor nothing to work with, they can't do their job properly. Like, going back to Super Dead Rising 3 Ultra Arcade Remix, or whatever all those amazing names were, you brought those characters back, and they probably were given a single picture of the character and said, okay, be that. Like, here, Nick Ramos, I need you to be Felicia. What's a Felicia? Here's a picture. Oh, a scantily clad cat girl? I got you, mate.
Okay. Meow!
Meow! So that's hilarious. And then they give Chuck Green Sigma. That was hysterical.
Mega Man 12 is looking kind of yeesh.
You know, if Capcom wants to get in Mega Man's good graces, like they already brought back Mega Man for 9, 10, and 11, if you gave me a new Mega Man where one of the alternate costumes was box art Mega Man, you know, the fat old dude with a laser gun, it would be hilarious.
Didn't they already do that joke? Or was that just a joke?
That was Street Fighter Cross Tekken. That was one of the characters, was box art Mega Man.
I see.
By the way, we have Shadow X, which is great. Oh, and here's something we haven't had yet. Yeah, we got
Classic
one for
Frank! Haven't had him at all yet!
Yeah. It's been ages. Hey, can you do me a favor?
Yeah. Shit!
Can you do... Thank you. Can you do that again, but clearer? I want to use this voice clip. Thank you. So now, if you are listening back and watching the episode, every time I shoot one of these things, you are going to get a shit!
I am one of the greatest villains in this series. I will be forever known as the crucible of all this malice and zombies.
You know, you say the best villain in this series. You're not too far off. Man, Carlito had vision. He's like, man, you Americans and your stupid hamburgers, I'm gonna create a zombie apocalypse. You just fucking watch me.
He had the drive, and hey, he got results.
He did! He created the first zombie apocalypse! Guy had gusto! And then, of course, you got, like, I don't know, Sullivan in Dead Rising 2? He's just like, hey, I like money, and I work for Phenotrans. Fuck you and fuck the United States. Also you, Chuck, you suck. And then Dead Rising 3 is just an old mad dude.
And Dead Rising 4 has... well, the game designers. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I do feel kind of bad for saying that, but hey, at least they have done their homework when it comes to Capcom games. Because we're about to see a reference I haven't seen in goddamn years. Oh my god, a Zack and Wiki reference!
Let me tell you a thing about Zack and Wiki, alright?
That game pissed me off!
The game didn't fucking work. I bought it, I brought it home, and I don't know if it was just a glitch with my Wiimote or something, but it didn't fucking work at all.
Oh, it barely worked. Like, I hated that game because I had to use a walkthrough, and when I have to use a walkthrough for your game, it's either too confusing or I suck. Trust me, it was that confusing. Because they were asking for, like, galaxy brain logic that nobody would think of.
Oh hey, everybody loves that game.
Yeah, Dino Crisis 3, Dinosaurs in Space. I assume. I've never played a Dino Crisis.
That's basically it.
Oh, seriously? Dinosaurs in Space?
Space dinosaurs.
Oh, shit. I kind of want to play that now. Oh, hey. Created by the same team that developed the first 2 Resident Evil games.
Stick to the first 2. The third one is basically... nah.
Not that good.
It's a low point for Capcom at that point. I think it was before Resident Evil 4.
Okay. Oh, man. Capcom, you're so up and down, it's kind of hilarious. Oh, what do we have here? Hey! Rival Schools!
It just looks like Street Fighter again.
It does.
Keep tabs on this one.
Rival Schools just seems to keep coming up in my Dead Rising Let's Plays. I guess Capcom really wants to make it relevant. Next time on Dead Rising 4, we will continue and finish Chapter 2.
This episode of Dead Rising 4 is brought to you by Flick Wicks. Flick Wicks. When you just gotta, hang on. When you flick your, when you flick your,